Hello, I'm Cody, and welcome to Session 11 of this Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire turn-based Triple Crown attempt. Last time we fought a giant skeleton in the crypt below the sacred stairs. We helped cure some terrible illness in the gullet, and we did some shopping and some stealing in an underground market. This time we'll be trying to negotiate to get some food delivered to the gullet.
Certainly.
And of course I had another attempt at recording that ended in a crash, though this one was only a few minutes long, with 10 minutes long, so I don't know for sure if I'm going to bother uploading the crashed version, though probably. All I did was some conversations.
It is the light that has led you here.
She nods. Pitchley said you may be able to help with the food shortage in the gullet.
You did good, helping Peatley with the infected. Anyone half so capable's got my ear. But I won't make you an empty promise.
She dips her head, considering.
We tried. Shipped some shares for charity. God, it's nearly 2 years back. Had the means to do some real good. But the guards wouldn't have it. Sent it all to the palace to be shared out, proper-like. Never did see it again.
What if I could ensure it would reach the Roparu?
Of course. We'd be glad to lend a hand. But how'll you see our shares reach the Ruparu this time? What makes you think it'll work now when it didn't then?
I will work to gain an audience with the Queen and petition her to allow your charity.
All right. You wind up in the good graces of the Kahanga Royals. You get them to see the light, and I'll get you our food.
Sure thing. Yes, it crashed about 10 minutes in, and all I'd done is talked with her and another person that I'll be heading to now. And then ran.
What do you reckon you did to earn Helia's chime? Cause it sure wasn't from potential for this life.
None of us did anything to deserve a chime. Do not be naive. It is hardly a gift.
Yes, and after my attempt to record a session last night, I ran some stress testing software to see if I could force a crash, but even under load for over an hour, the system seemed perfectly stable, and indeed the processor never got above like 50 degrees.
Real quiet.
So I doubt it's an overheating issue. But that time the crash happened immediately after rebooting my computer, which was the only other thought that I had, as it had previously seemed to always happen after I'd had my computer running for quite some time.
My eyes are yours.
So I'm at a complete loss, pretty much, for what could possibly be causing my computer to just randomly crash every once in a while.
Don't mind if I do. Easily done.
This morning I tightened all of my, I opened up the computer and just tightened all of the cables, reseated the RAM. I highly doubt that will actually help. But, gotta try something. Upgraded the graphics card drivers. That's slightly more likely to help. But also probably not it. An ailing Almawa priest regards your approach with curiosity. He coughs into a sleeve stained with a spatter of silvery flecks.
Come closer to the altar. Come inside. The temple welcomes all to worship, most especially you.
The priest peers knowingly at the center of your chest, lips curving in an ardent smile. Hands trembling, he touches a length of chain around his neck.
I ask only for no talking. Not until we pay our respects to Bereth, to Rikuhu. Let us pray.
He bows his head. Cross my arms over my chest and watch.
Deity of life and death, the endless devourer who encompasses all existence, hear this prayer, this voice chiming. I beseech you, Kohopa and Tangaloa, to ready this shell for sucking. Purify my soul in preparation for the coming of the next cycle. Digest all of my devotion. Swallow my sorrows, even the smallest swell, so I can be spit on the morrow. And Rikuhu, Bereth, my god and goddess both, the eels that churn in ceaseless cycle, the new and the next, and...
Tap your foot impatiently. The priest clears his throat and hurriedly ends his invocation.
Blessed be and jubilations.
He presses his hands over the center of his chest, touching the item tucked beneath his shirt, then raises his head. He cracks a frail smile.
All right. I will address your inquiries best as I can. So ask.
What was this about preparing your soul for shucking?
End of the turn. I'm nearing it. Been working hard, preparing for weeks. You know, to die. But first, I've got to leave guidance for my apprentice, the next in the cycle. Chosen to lead.
He sweeps a hand toward the stone tomes piled across the floor. You're dying.
Been wasting away for months. Can't say it's been easy, dying so soon. I thought about stopping a few times.
Why would you want to die so soon?
Maybe you can see. I'm no death godlike. Bereth bestowed not one in my generation with a chime. Not the next, neither. A flawed messenger like me can't open the crypts. So my best chance is to die.
Impressive altar. What else can this temple boast?
Under the temple, carved in the mountain's caverns, lies an extraordinary maze of catacombs. So I've read. They're the hanging sepulchres, burial place for ancient Wana chieftains.
Yes, I've been there.
The bodies are protected by Bereth's best, roaming, always. Plus, the ways sealed by the deity itself.
Yeah, well, they're not roaming anymore. You mentioned something about undead in the catacombs.
The dead, with their souls, they roam still. The ones who were chosen by Bereth.
Kasu rubs at the pendant beneath his shirt. His thin lips peel back, trembling from a feeble snarl.
Not everyone's born so blessed. Sometimes, instead, you've got to die for it.
Tell me about the writing on these tomes.
Liturgies. Instructions for ritual preparations. When and how. Sermons. Some histories, too.
His fingers trail carefully across stone as craggy as his skin.
All of this, it's our knowledge has gleaned through centuries of service. Now, I've got to leave it all behind for the next disciple.
His words catch in his throat, and he curves forward in a spine-racking fit, hacking until he's flush-faced. Fumbling a goatskin flask to his lips, he drinks until Minnow's silver liquid dribbles over and slicks his chin.
Better.
He wheezes, wiping a palm over his chin.
The timing's getting tighter. And there is one thing before the end. Something only one touch by Bereth can do.
What do you need? The priest presses the palm of his hand to the front of his chest. He stares, scrutinizing your face. He shakes his head, disappointed.
The coil resonates, but it's weak. You could unseal the way, but you'd die inside, I think. My chance would be lost then. Lost with your remains. Not just anyone can escape the hanging sepulchres. Alive.
And yet I've already traversed the hanging sepulchres, and here I stand.
Truly? You?
His voice hitches on a surprised breath, sending him into a coughing fit.
I'd best not let this chance pass. There's a sacred text. The eulogy to Isaiah. It's been buried in the catacombs beneath the temple for centuries, next to his champions. I need it. Of course, the tombs, they only open to the dead, or those bearing Bereth's chime.
I already have the eulogy of Isir.
You do?
He blinks, startled.
Give them here.
The priest's arms quiver from the weight of the stone-carved tablets. As he sets them down, his hands scan the grooved words. And it was right here where the game crashed, or my computer crashed last time.
Truly, you are Bereth's champion. Yet you will not die soon. There is work ahead for you. I set these aside for you. Old keepsakes from another time. Bereth holds you close, perhaps in helping you.
He trails off, leaving the thought unfinished. Checking an hourglass, he uncorks the goatskin flask and chokes down half of its silvery contents. I have some questions about... I forgot to mention it on this recording, but the whole reason I decided to come to this temple is because I thought it might have something to do with that sword that we found that could not be removed from its scabbard. So, I wasn't expecting him to give me a bunch of things for the Chronicles of Isir, or whatever it was called. I had completely eulogy to Isir. I'd completely forgot about that. I had remembered about the sword that couldn't be removed from its scabbard and thought that maybe it would be here that I can get information. So let's continue to press and see if it helps, or see if he has info. I have some questions about Isir and the catacomb beneath the temple.
I'll tell you what I can.
Alright, well tell me about Isir.
He's no Juana, nor a death godlike neither, but he was a high priest of Bereth. His hair was a Diran, a hunter, chasing the undead 200 years ago. Read somewhere, one tome, he sailed to the Deadfire for a weapon, abhorrent to Bereth. Said the blade held a power most fearful.
Ah, this could be it. Good. The priest's face flushes with fervency. His voice rises in volume as he speaks until his breath catches and he doubles over into a hacking fit.
Isaiah fought hard for it, won the blade, but suffered grievous wounds. Bereth kept him alive till he could make it to the temple's catacombs. His champions were the ones who wrote his eulogy. Later, they were buried in the sepulchres too.
Well, it didn't give me any useful information about said sword, other than acknowledging it existed. I don't think I need to ask about entering. I'd like to know more about the hanging sepulchres.
They're from the long-forgotten time, when there was only Juana living in the mountain. They got carved in even before the temple sprung up. Before there was Nekataka or a queen. They're well guarded, because not all of Barath's dead like the rest in their graves.
Alright.
All right. But there's something you've got to know. Or I guess I've just got to say.
The priest bobs his head. From beneath his shirt, he untucks a stone-carved circlet in the image of an eel. The pendant vibrates on the length of its chain, thrumming harder the closer he holds it to you.
You're my best chance. Or only, maybe. Take the coil. It'll open the crypts. Bring me a sayer's eulogy, and I'll teach you all I know of Barath's arcana.
I mean, I've already brought you a serious eulogy. Are you gonna teach me something? Are you gonna, like, give me a bonus +2 to Arcana or something? Because that'd be cool. Oh, I guess I'll try the last option to see. This is a temple to Barath, right? Who's Rikuhu, Kohopa, and Tangaloa?
The same. Your word, Barath. Our word, Rikuhu. We worship the twin deal. The cyclic connection of the overworld and the underworld. Life and death. Life is Kohopa, and Tangaloa is death. Born starving, they devoured all living things, swelling larger each. When they'd swallowed all of existence, they tried to eat each other next. Now all things pass through their entrails. The end of one enters the mouth of the next, from the underworld to the overworld and back. Again and again. I'll tell you what I can. All right. I will address your inquiries best as I can. So ask.
I don't know what the whole he'll teach me about Barath's Arcana. I mean, maybe that's literally just him giving me info about Barath that I already have. One more quick talk with him.
Barath holds you close, perhaps in helping you.
He trails off, leaving the thought unfinished. Checking an hourglass, he uncorks the goatskin flask and chokes down half of its silvery contents. Want you to know, you'll be welcome here, even when I'm gone. Not sure why that wasn't voice acted.
All right. I will address your inquiry.
No, nothing more. Alright, looks like we're done with him. And everybody else is caught up to Pelagina. Level 10. Yeah, uncanny luck for sure. Before I do that, how much health does she have? 177. I don't know how much she's been gaining per level, so I guess I can't really make this inference. I wanted to know if the +2 from toughness needs to be taken early. No way for me to really know. I suppose I could load up previous videos and see how much she went up per level, but that would also depend on her gear and the like, because she's definitely got some con items she didn't have before. It would make it awkward to figure out. You know, his mechanics have seemed good enough. I want to get a little bit of no, more mechanics just in case. Alright, new power level for him. Interrupted and stunned. Vigorous defense. Plus 20 to all defenses and gain concentration for 2 rounds. That is really good. Each time the fighter takes damage, the duration extends. Huh. I wonder if that includes damage that he does to himself. I mean, he doesn't really have any way to damage himself, but if you made like a fighter monk, they have that ability that can damage themselves a tiny bit to gain a wound. That could be interesting. 10% damage bonus with proficient weapons. Not bad. Resistant to resolve. Full defense against disengagement. Resistance to might afflictions. Resistant to dexterity afflictions. Or reduces initiative penalty when switching weapons. Yeah. I mean, if it was switching weapons is now a free action, that would be slightly tempting. I still probably wouldn't take it, but at least it would be tempting. Gonna go with... yeah, resistant to dexterity afflictions. Those seem quite common. I do want to get Shadowing Beyond eventually, but I think I'm definitely taking Persistent Distraction. +1 engagement, and enemies that are engaged become distracted. And finally, Chie. Canna and Survival. Let's see. Don't want any of these on the passive side. Calling him Steadfast. Meh. Worms are more powerful and have unique attacks. That's annoying. Like, do I want to get worms are more powerful, or just get a more powerful summon of 2 ogres? Like, if nothing else, the ogres almost certainly are able to engage enemies, which instantly makes them more useful. But, like, maybe the part of the worms being more powerful allows them to engage enemies, and there are, 3 of them versus 2 of these. Cast times 6, cast times 6, range 8, duration 4, range 8, duration 4. It feels like it's just smarter to go with the ogres rather than upgrading the worms. But I also want to see what the upgrade does. Because there's a lot of good stuff on this power level that I'm going to want to spend points on. I'm not likely to go back for those afterwards. Let's see. If I don't get the ogres, I could get the Drake next time. If the first Drake is defeated, another enraged Drake appears. That's funny, at least. God, I wish these tooltips were better. Because, like, how much more powerful? What are the unique attacks? Why can't you tell me? Just tell me, game, without me having to waste a level up on it. I'm almost certainly going to take this one when I get to the last power level I'm going to get, level 19. Summons a collection of ancient weapons to attack their foes. I just love animated weapons as a concept. That's really fun to me, which makes me disinclined to want to take the Drake, because it means I'm not going to want to get this, the upgrade to it. But if I'm not getting the Drake, it feels like I shouldn't be sticking on the Worms as my only summon until level 19, which means I should definitely go for the Ogres. I think that's my logic. But, like, I'm also definitely going to want to get this, despite the fact that Chie takes 50% more damage than everyone else due to being a Hellwalker monk. She still often seems to be amongst the more durable people in my party, thanks to, you know, really heavily focusing on deflection with her, as well as the fact that her singing makes her recover a little bit of health every round and the like. And the fact that, of course, being my protagonist, she gets first dibs at any cool magic items. Yeah, I doubt I'm ever going to get to see what this is, and that's sad, but oh well. And obviously we're taking this. Duality of Mortal Presence. It's pretty much the main reason I picked Monk as my second thing, was to eventually get that. I'm going to definitely want Rooting Pain eventually as well. Anytime I gain a wound, just do an AoE damage. It's not much, but I like it. Christ, there's a lot of stuff I want at this power level. That's not bad, too.
What can I do?
Alright,
Absolutely.
looks like that's everything in here. In addition to the aforementioned computer problems, I did not notice until booting up the game that my middle mouse button doesn't seem to be working correctly. I know why that happened, at least. I saw the Logitech configuration software was open and closed it before rebooting last night. After closing it, I was like, oh, well, this still seems to have saved my settings even with the software not open, so why would I let it continue to boot on Windows Start? And told it can no longer do that, but apparently it needs to run at least once after rebooting
What's over there? Happy to oblige.
in order to properly configure my mouse settings. That's the controlling things slightly more awkwardly than normal, specifically the camera. Could you make it this time? Oh, that looked close enough. Alright. Anytime I get a little bit of stealth and come back here, I'll try that. Someday I'll figure out what's in wardrobe. It's probably gonna be just some vendor trash, but the fact that there's a guard posted right next to it makes me curious. Or maybe... yeah, I'll turn this up a bit. That should help. Right, I need to talk to the queen. Love this, effect of the light. It's really nice.
Your coming is a favorable omen already.
The prince nods and crosses his arms, a self-satisfied smile on his lips. How's that?
You happen by a time when our rivals bicker and tear at each other's throats. It does not take a priest to see how the gods send us an outsider to dig under the skin of our enemies.
Aruihi chuckles to himself and nods. You don't seem to take your rivals very seriously.
How can I when they posture and peck like a pair of kata birds?
Haruhi smirks and shakes his head.
I will not paddle around the island. My sister wants to know if you are as useful as you are disruptive. She trusts me to judge this. You did not come this far to serve the crown, I say. But sailing is an expensive hobby. Loyal service can keep your galley stocked.
May I speak with the queen?
I am Onikaza's shield. For a time, let it suffice that we speak with the same authority.
Fair enough.
My sister and I both value action over fine words. If you can shoulder some of our royal burdens, I know she would be grateful.
What kind of burden are you talking about?
My sister keeps a tight grip on Nekataka, but the filth of it drips down her palm and into the gullet.
He opens his hand for emphasis and wipes it across his shoulder.
Under our noses, I say, do foreigners smuggle contraband and pay the Raparu for their silence? Take this if you need proof.
He tosses you a silver medallion inscribed with Vylian honorifics. This medallion once graced the neck of a Vylian dignitary and was assumed lost after a terrible shipwreck. How it ended up in the back streets of Nekataka is a question that Prince Haruhi once answered. An envoy medallion. The Republics reward these for exemplary service.
Akira, you are sharper than my guards for knowing this, I say.
Guess that was probably a skill check.
An envoy ship sank a day's voyage out of Nekataka. He wore that on his breast. My guards recovered it in a raid of the gullet. This confirms my suspicion. Nekataka has a pirate problem.
Haruhi's upper lip curls with distaste.
Smugglers and thieves cluster like rats in Delver's Row, a growth in the bowels of our city.
I had noticed.
I want someone to peddle the medallion to the black market, earn the trust of these pirates, and learn how supplies come into my city.
His gaze rises to meet yours, cold and calculating. Alright, to what end?
It will depend on what you find, I say.
Haruhi folds his arms and scrutinizes the floor between his feet, deep in thought. He's telling the truth, but there's still something more to it all the same, and he doesn't trust his face not to betray it.
Onikaza leaves this for me to handle. While she worries about the manor, I tidy up the basement.
Alright, what are you holding back?
I say nothing gets past you. Is there any question why I want you for the job?
Haruhi chuckles to himself.
If we dealt only in pirates, then I would put a trusted agent in rags and send him down hiding in a food wagon. But Akira, I have reason to suspect our problem goes deeper than we know. For this, I want an expert. I would have told you to find Takehu, but he has joined his mother in the Eternal Sea.
Yeah, that was very abrupt and unexpected. The prince looks away, momentarily distracted before he refocuses on you with a harsh sigh.
Be on your guard in the gullet. I fear the caverns run deeper than even Ngati could guess.
Prince dismisses you with a nod. I mean, I was kind of gonna go look into the more stuff down there anyways.
For what do you seek the royal brother?
But first, yeah, we should talk about the food shortage in the gullet.
Shortage? Are the Raparu not fed the leavings of the Kwaru and Mataru?
Yeah, but they need more. The leavings aren't enough, especially when they appear to be intentionally withheld to starve them. Sighing, Prince Haruhi presses his palms together and nods.
It is no wonder how Delver's Row won the love of my people, I say, by feeding them when we could not.
Hey, yeah, see that?
Find us solutions instead of old problems, I say.
The Dawn Stars have agreed to offer a share of their crops to Nekataka as long as the bulk of it goes to the Raparu.
My sister would call this a test from the gods. It is our role to feed the Raparu and we do not pass on our duties to outsiders.
Haruhi thumbs his chin, nodding. I mean, it's not passing on your duty to accept help. It's just being human.
But I am of a different mind. Nothing pleases Ngati like an unlikely solution, and this is what you bring. Akira, then let it be so.
He nods, a smile parting his lips.
If you have more to say, I am not above listening.
Well, that's fantastic. Inform Inoi about the deal. I don't have to go back to the Dawn Stars. That's good. That saves me a couple load screens that I was expecting. Now let's talk about the black market. Maybe there's new options there since I've explored it more than perhaps our original conversation expected.
I expect results, Watcher. Have you gotten to the bottom of Delver's Row?
Apparently not. I'll report later.
See that you bring in Ngati's chosen. He goes to waste singing to gulls on your ship.
I mean, you've already acknowledged that he died. Feels like I've done some things in awkward orders, considering that priest of Barath asking me to bring him the eulogy after I'd already given him the eulogy, and then this guy mentioning that Takehu had died, and then bringing up, or talking about Takehu as if he was still alive. And right, and these were what he gave me, not this guy, the guy at the Barath's temple. Plus 15% stride increases with survival skill, plus 5 reflex. That's not particularly fantastic. He has my highest survival, but I'd rather have plus 4 deflection than almost any amount of stride. Girdle of Mortal Protection. We've got a few of these already, and Chihei's already wearing one. Anybody else want one? Alright, I completely forgotten I put this spell cache thing on her because I have never remembered to attempt to use it. Sure. Is there health change? Oh, that's interesting. Seems to be some sort of rounding error causing her to have more max health, or more health than max health when I'm wearing that after taking off that. Oh, whatever.
You are too kind, Watcher. I accept.
A question?
She only has one Arcana, so if I put the belt that gives her scrolls, it'd be unlikely to be able to use most of them. Alright, there was also a manor here that fellow wanted me to rob for some sort of artifact. Don't know which it is. I should probably just check all three anyways. Looking at it, I think it was Takano. That one sounds the most familiar. Yeah, Takano's. Okay. I'll start up here, check all of these out, and then head down to Takano's before leaving the district.
Be cautious.
Well, that's not all done.
Hopefully people don't get mad that I've broken in. Didn't have a red cursor.
Trouble up ahead.
Oh. Random hostile dog.
What can I do?
So much int now. Nice. 210% AoE, 105% ability duration. 42 will. I have a lot of will. Not even maxed yet.
Ah.
Ah, parallelizable.
Death take you.
Stand
What do you
together.
need?
Down the hatch. Self-disoriented for 6 rounds, but gain tenacious and robust for 4. And immunity. I don't know what immunity is. Or vulnerable strike. Oh, bonus damage against targets afflicted by body or mind affliction. Neat. I mean, he has gouging strike, which does blind.
I thought we were friends.
Oh! Didn't think it was going to hit allies. That's interesting. Does that... Okay, regular attack doesn't, just vulnerable strike. Yeah, AoE. Interesting. Alright. Oh, there's another war dog I hadn't noticed.
Bristly leak now.
Yes.
Up to 33. I had thought that aware thing was intelligence all this time, and apparently aware is... Oops. A perception one. I mean, perception's good too, but not what I thought it was.
As you wish.
Hmm?
Ah.
Nice. Yeah, these definitely seem better than the dragons. Or the worms. But who knows, maybe the upgraded worms would have been even better somehow. Acute is plus 5 intellect. Plus 5 intellect, 1 to all power levels. What was I looking at? Aware, right. Oh, but it's just not... Oh, I guess it doesn't stack with something she's got. I guess the duality of mortal presence. That's a shame. Yeah, plus 5, acute, suppressed. Suppressed by something. Yeah, must be the duality. It's the only thing large enough. Aw, that's like 5 less int than I thought I was going to be able to max out at. That's very sad. Wanted to get ludicrously high intelligence levels. I was hoping to hit 40, maybe. I don't think I'm going to be able to hit 40 without that. Shame.
Lavru be on sink.
Hmm?
How might I assist? I'm here.
Quietly now.
Look there.
stiletto and some garbage. Don't really know this place is, or why I'm robbing it, but I mean, it's obviously somebody's manor, but why is there a bunch of random war dogs in it? Very odd.
Indeed.
Shrine of Ingati.
My eyes are yours.
This carving of Ingati is meticulously detailed from the scales on her legs to the fine points of her teeth. Yeah, this feels unfinished. Or maybe like there's a quest that will eventually be relevant here that hasn't been yet, because like why have the war dogs just protecting some vendor trash and a few scrolls?
At last. Akira, I have waited a second lifetime.
Oh, a random ghost.
Strange. Does no one know that this woman has died? Or have the Juana left her here for some reason?
Oh, a puppy named Evie. Wow, +2 to resolve and resistance to resolve afflictions? That is wild. And minus to resolve affliction duration. That is like annoyingly good. Why can't I find something like that for intelligence? Why can't I find +2 intelligence, resistance to intelligence afflictions or something? But I mean, I'm obviously going to use it. I feel like I have. I mean, maybe I just toss it on Edar. The party-wide one, yeah. Good God, that's a good dog. It's so much better than any of the rest of the pets.
My eyes are yours.
Any reason we're taking those? I'm guessing that soul's long gone, huh?
There you are.
The spirit tilts her head, considering you. After a moment, she reaches a hand towards you. I reach out as well. Your hand passes through hers. She lets out a soft, sighing sound and draws her hand back.
I did not expect to wait so long for Rikuhu's messenger. Or have you come as Barrett's usher? The foreigners twist even our gods. Should you not be a dwarf?
I'm not the usher. I'm a watcher.
Akira, I have not met one before. Nor will I again, I think. But you are here to take me away, are you not? Well, I refuse to go. Never will I move from this place until justice is done.
She stamps her foot soundlessly.
I follow Magrin's way. Yet sickness took me before my time. I died alone and without honors. It must be put right. My body cannot be left here to rot, forgotten. I feel it there like an itch.
No option to just be like, okay, what do you want done with your body? Alright, I assume this body is yours?
Yes. To think, a Mutaru of the Kahanga tribe left to die alone and forgotten. Unthinkable.
Well, no one deserves to end up like this, I'll put it right.
Then I was right to wait. All will be made right again, and I will rest. Take my body to the Temple of Magrin in the Sacred Stair. There is a great fire there that burns eternally. Burn my body there, so that it may be dedicated to Magrin in death. I cannot pass from this life until all is in order.
Are you sure this is what you want?
Of course. When all is done, Magrin will light a path for me. Or else, if I must face a final test of my navigator's skill, I will impress her.
Fair enough, I'll give it a shot. We're here to find
Dim in the
Cornetto of Endless Waves, I think it was called, something like that.
Yes, my eyes are yours. Hmm? Happy to oblige. How might I assist?
Interesting that these Raparu servants don't appear to have like village or vision cones over there. These ones do.
Don't mind if I easily done.
Oh, there it is. Found it already. Easy. I run Chie up here in case there's a trap. She sees them more
Question,
readily.
Watcher?
This chest not being interactable is very weird. It looks super interactable.
Don't mind if easily done. A question, Watcher? How might I assist?
What can I do?
An older Mataro man stands ringed by younger Juana. Apprentices, or pupils, it seems. His robes shimmer with quartz beading, and his perfume announces his presence from across the room. Yet beneath his finery, he looks like a fighter gone to seed. Disused muscles flop from his arms, and flab pads him like so many layers of silk. He looks up and notices you.
Welcome. It is an honor to have one touched by Andra herself under my own roof.
He lowers his head, but he gazes beatifically at your aura.
And a beloved of Helia herself. Truly the gods favor me today.
He sucks in his paunch and flashes Palagina an enormous, toothy smile. Palagina tries to muster a smile, but her obvious discomfort twists the expression into a twitching grimace.
For what do you come to my villa?
Beaming, he speaks. Beaming, he spreads his arms wide. I mean, I could read his soul. I don't really want to, but I guess with no other option, I might as well. Your essence slips from your body into Kano's soul and folds yours like a warm, oily thing. As his fears and questions seep into you, your perspective shifts to his. At first, you worried this moon god like before you had been sent by the Vylian debt collectors. It would be a low trick taking advantage of your famous hospitality, but then those Vylians are crafty. Perhaps if your villa were bigger, then they might know you were a man worthy of respect. At least you have the shell. You tuck it away, not only for safekeeping, but also because you are a little ashamed of it. How could such a simple, ugly thing be sacred to a god? But it was a gift from the queen, and so you keep it. Your gaze strays to the wall. Yes, you must knock down that section there, and install a wide, grand window, once you have the money. You retreat from Takano's soul and find him watching you with a placid smile. Alright. Looks like that's everything to do up here. Go talk to Enoy. Cloaked figures spring out of the alleys flanking the street. Okie dokie. Several figures slink towards you from the surrounding streets. Leading them is an Orlin with blood-red fur and long, sharpened nails. She sniffs the air.
I smell that Mataru Richling's perfume on you. You've got something I want. Give me the Cornet of Waves.
Back off.
Not without the Cornet of Waves.
She inches closer, brandishing a blade. You know, Dario didn't send me after some trinket. He sent me to get rid of you. The advancing thugs hesitate. She turns to them, her filed teeth bared in a scowl.
Don't listen to her. She's just trying to scare us off.
I'm struggling between my desire to kill them all so that I can loot them and sell their garbage, versus just intimidating them away as being effectively the right thing to do. Dario wanted to keep this theft a secret. You're a loose end. A few of the thugs shuffled their feet nervously.
Come to think of it, that does sound like Dario.
Enough! Or I'll gut you lot alongside this fool.
Atira spins to glare at her people. But the thug shakes his head.
Don't believe it, boss. This one's the softest sap in Deadfire.
We'll take our chances.
She grins wickedly. Huh? I really thought they'd bugger off. Apparently they want to die.
Hmm?
What's the best way to handle this? Ow, that was a lot. Oh, well, we do get to see if these second winds are... Yeah, I do actually have two of them. That's good.
Lavru, be on sight.
Hoped it would reach the Druid as well, but not quite.
For the Republic!
It's fine.
Hogwash!
Lavelu beyond seek.
Something I can do?
Yes. I'm here. That's no use.
¿Qué? Death take you.
Hey.
I can scarcely believe it.
What now? Let's reap this whirlwind.
What can I do?
Tell me. Death take you.
Nice. Well, that was easy. Yeah, they didn't even have, like, fine gear, let alone exceptional. Kind of expecting. Yeah, one fine stiletto. Well, wish I'd succeeded in my efforts to intimidate them away from fighting me then. Was not worth killing. The old man grimaces some attempt at a smile. He inclines his head to you, indicating he's aware of your presence. The Dawnstars will share their crops, and the Queen will allocate the majority for the gullet. The old man's eyes glisten.
I heard of missionaries distributing food throughout the gullet, though I did not think it could be true. Not in this lifetime could I have hoped for more. To have garnered our Queen's generosity. I ache to believe it. Never can I thank you enough, Watcher who has the ear of both kith and gods. Always the Raparu will know of your kindness. Should you need refuge within Nekadaka, know that the Raparu will stand by your side.
Take care.
May Amira's wind ever fill your sails, girl. We will not forget what you have done for us.
I have a decent reputation. The Gullet, only one. I would have thought the Gullet would like me more. I've brought food to them. And this is the one place I haven't been to. I got distracted doing other things when I was doing my first once-over of the city. Or not city, district.
Was taking Bataro not enough for you?
A woman thrashes a row of tunics and sarongs hanging from the rafters. Her pointed teeth are gritted in frustration, her lips set in a snarl. The clothes are spotless, and she swings a handful of reeds again and again, grunting with each blow.
Bataro is gone. Dead. What more do you want?
She punctuates each statement with a fierce whack of her reeds. The children flinch, looking between you and the woman. Are you alright? She looks at you for the first time. A fraction of her anger burns off.
Forgive me. I thought you were one of the foreigners who sent him away. Outsiders here always go to the tavern. My village was not like this. Why does Queen Onikaza not send the foreigners away?
Tell me about the man who was lowered into the old city. One of the children starts to say something, but Biha shoots him a sharp glare. She turns back to you, arms crossed, gripping the reed bundle tightly.
Bataro is punished already, I say. Whatever offense he gave, do not hang it on our necks.
She begins swatting at the laundry again, though with considerably less gusto. I'm not here to harm you.
Andra blessed. Priests say Andra sends your sword to comfort mourners. But what good are words? For what did Andra send you if not to save my Bataro?
She turns away from you, striking the sarong harder and harder.
The traders say they bring riches in their big ships.
The fabric pops and snaps beneath her fury. Sweat is flying, spattering the clean sarong.
But what reaches the gullet? Only crime and sickness, I say.
She pauses to take another couple of swings at the sarong. I'll just continue to listen.
The Rawatayans promise marvels, strong walls, and plenty for all.
She moves on to the next tunic, thrashing it with an even greater fury.
Akira, still my back aches from building their fort, and still I live here. And Bataro said we would finally leave.
She breaks off, her shoulders heaving as she catches her breath. What happened?
I heard a Rawatayan captain took up at the tavern. Suduzo, they call her. They say she is a traitor, so I thought maybe she will take passengers. Bataro went and found her in the tavern.
Her eyes go hard and dark.
Next I see him, the guards are dragging him to the cage.
She bares her teeth at the memory. That is terrible. I'll see this put to rights somehow. She looks at you with the same critical eye she's been giving her laundry, wringing and tugging the reeds. Thoughtful, Shoti rubs a knuckle along the edge of her jaw.
They say many Rawatayan captains are women. Maybe her ears will open better to you.
She looks around, taking in the hanging cloths, the huddling children, and the warped and splintering walls of the shack around them.
Bataro took some coin. Everything he scraped together working on the docks, when he went to bargain with the captain. I would offer it to you, but it is probably in the old city with Bataro. Or in someone else's pocket.
Well, I guess this is the money. Oh, I found the money Bataro hid here.
That much copper would only bring suspicion. Besides, maybe Suduza will accept it in exchange for passage.
Alright, I could look for Bataro.
I could never ask someone to go down to the old city, but since you offer...
She trails off, working the reeds between her hands, while hope and dread battle in her eyes.
It is a big and dangerous place. But perhaps he hid himself. Perhaps...
She steadies herself with a shake of her head.
Please, help him if you can. Or bring me news if you cannot.
Alright. Unfortunately, this being an Obsidian game, I think it's very unlikely that we actually are able to rescue him. They do love their tragic endings.
You want down? Go and see Overseer Hitenga.
The gullet is no place to wander. Watch yourself for rowdies and pirates.
I want access to the lift to the old city.
Are you mad or merely lost? That place is a punishment for the lowest sort.
He waves a hand toward the exit.
Go and explore someplace with pleasant views and fresh air. The harbor, or Periki's Overlook.
I can look after myself.
It's your neck, Akira.
He whistles, and the guard standing with the lift looks over at him and nods.
We will leave the lift down there for half a day. That should be enough time to come back to your senses. After that, you are on your own. The guard will let you pass, though I urge you to reconsider.
A rickety metal cage swings over an abyss. Your clothes billow with a foul wind from below, and faint screams and roars echo from the depths. Still, you can make out no details from the distance. Head down. You step into the journeying cage. The door slams shut and your descent begins with the rattle of chains. As your eyes adjust to the gloom, you begin to make out crumbling ruins and shadows flickering between them. The cage comes to a rest with a groan.
Looks like trouble.
Dimming the lantern. Real quiet. A shadow comes to muddy the light.
Whoops.
Yeah? Moeth Grixie on us!
Ain't quite right there, I don't think.
Hmm? That's right.
I'm here.
Nice. That is very satisfying to do. Oop, more of them off screen.
Yes.
Kind of just want to throw my Holy Radiance down, but I think I'm better off waiting a little bit as they are kind of slowly coming into her. Give her the int bonus this time so that when they get closer, that'll have better radius.
Something I can do?
What can I do?
Ah. Death take you.
Oh, is it blowing up? Oh, just spitting.
Yeah?
Stand together!
Lavru be on sync!
I'm here.
Hit.
Very well.
Yeah?
I can scarcely believe it.
Nice. really good crit.
Good. Meri publices, per Milanis.
Imp. Where'd the imp come from? Oh, from the bow. Let's forget about that.
Yeah?
Oh. Doesn't look like I'm getting much better of an opportunity, so.
Hmm?
Yes? You shan't walk away from this one. I'm here.
It is a lot better now that they can't be hostile. What?
Good. Damn! It is no use. I cannot get through.
That's a good hit for a summon.
Yeah?
That's right.
What now? Lavru, be on sync!
How might I assist? I'm here. Yes, that hit true.
Good.
Nice.
Yeah?
Lavru, be on sync!
That must have hurt.
A question, Watcher? Taste blood. Yes?
Tell me.
Alright, come on. This body has been savaged by many claws and fangs. A cloud of essence hangs over it. You recognize it as belonging to Potaro, the man you saw lowered from the gullet earlier. His soul, remnant, pulses with urgency. Wonder if I'd just gone straight down if it's possible to save him. It's sad. You prepare yourself for the now familiar jolt and feel yourself pulled into one of his memories. I doubt it, of course, like I say. This game especially, and Obsidian in general, but the Pillars of Eternity games especially love to have every, or nearly every story end on a dour note. Or bittersweet at best. You are being dragged toward the cage, but you are not looking at it or at the darkness below. Soon, there will be nothing else for you. Overseer Hitenga is holding the marked coin, the swollenet, and glaring at you. You already tried explaining yourself, but it's no use. He knows where you got it. Instead, you look at Biha, furious and heartbroken, where she stands beyond the guards. There's something you need to tell her, but she's so far, receding further by the second. Recall what you need to tell her. You are standing in front of a man. His dark, wizened face reminds you of old leather, but a delicate work of embroidery rests in his lap. He holds out a purse with long, fine fingers. It's heavy. It's probably more money than you've earned in your entire life. You try not to let this show on your face. You know what to do. The crime lord nods at you. Yes, Dario. He wants you to pay off one of his associates, bring contraband from the Adra mill. You've done this before, but never with so much money in hand. You realize he's still talking. My people are particular about security, but show them the Solonet, and they will let you pass. You pat your pocket for the marked coin. Yes, it's still there. You leave the lair of Dario the Lean and zip through the Narrows, past the swift-chewing guards left at the four-way intersection and left again to the gullet. Your hands are shaking, and you're remembering the rumor Biha told you about, of a merchant captain at the tavern. The money is heavy in your hands. It's a risk, but you realize you've already decided to take it. You approach the tavern with your heart in your mouth, realizing that you can't just walk in there holding Dario's purse. You need to hide it. Fortunately, the rubble around you offers plenty of hiding places. When no one is looking, you clear some stones out of one corner and hide the purse behind them. There, you'll come back for it once you've made your deal with the Sarawatian. You're almost starting to feel better about it, too. As Botero walks into the tavern, the memory fades, and you find yourself once more looking at his corpse.
Come along now. I'll guide you through the wheel.
Chochi's lantern clinks softly as she drags it through the clustered essence, harvesting the lost soul. This whole area causing constant sickened is mildly annoying. Not a terribly big deal, but mildly annoying.
What's over there? Indeed.
Whoa, whoa, look. Something I can do? Huh. Good thinking.
I'm here.
¿Qué?
I never use those wisps. They seem really bad. Unfortunately. Excellent.
Stand together.
That guy paralyzed on hit. That's not good.
In my step.
As you wish.
What now? Lavru, be on seek!
Yeah?
Gouging, gouging. Alright, everybody's hit with gouging.
Not possible, I'm afraid.
Ah. Death take you.
Could use something to put a little pep in my step. Lavru, be on seek!
Hmm?
Did I do that?
Easy peasy.
We got trouble, folks.
Guess the burrow creates grubs over time?
Lavru, be on seek!
Yes? I'd be glad to.
I forgot the grubs are just immune to lightning for some reason.
I am ready.
No, well, didn't matter. I don't know what killed it, but sure. Died. This. Even. Skulldrak nest. Okay. Finish exploring this area first. Fresh footprints stir the mud. Huh.
Would you look at that?
Real quiet now.
The bones are warm to the touch. Like some thin trails of spirity essence leading out of whatever is shining in that water. This. Essence battery. Can attack it, but I don't know why I would want to any more than I know why I would want to attack this amphora up here.
Well, as long as I don't get all done.
Apparently I hit a trap there. Don't know what it did. I saw the phrase trap triggered. I don't know how. I have fantastic perception.
Something I can do?
Tell me. Death to those who oppose the Republic!
A lot of grubs, and unfortunately can't use my best AoE attack since they're immune to lightning.
Yeah? Moeth, Ixie,
What can I do?
I'll just get my summon up first then. Oof, she's taking a beating.
A question, Watcher? I can scarcely believe it.
This doesn't look good. It looks like they might all get a chance to hit Pelagina before anyone can have a chance to heal her, so she might go down. Here's a heal scroll. Only got the major healing one on though, and I only have one of those. Let's see what's getting to. I think the grublings do virtually no damage. It's just the grub and the grub. Who's this one? They are both near her. This one looks like it might be focusing on Chie instead. Alright, I'm gonna risk not healing her. Might regret it.
I'm no help here.
Yeah?
Okay, they've chosen not to hit immediately. I end up having to use withdraw to keep her alive, though.
Okay.
Yeah?
That'll help. Well, that doesn't help. Oh. Now they're all focusing down Edwin, or at least some of them are. That's not good.
How might I assist? It does nothing.
What can I do?
Boy, I wish these things took lightning damage. I don't want to just crack their shields, but I think I'd only hit 2, maybe 3, and I don't think it's worth it.
Yes.
Yeah. 40 damage.
I am ready.
Better than nothing.
What now?
Edwin wasn't quite in the aura of the defense. That's a shame. Gonna need the withdraw to wear off soon. That would be really nice. Well, I think this is the first time I've actually got a chance to see. That's her at her max int. 250% AoE, 125% ability duration. Pretty nice.
Nothing I can do.
Not a great hit, but it'll do.
I am ready.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Something I can do?
Huh? Hmm? As you wish.
Ah. There we go, finally. One down. We got a Sporling on our side for a little
What
bit.
now? Moeth Ixie Ona.
Nice. Oh, they are just absolutely hating on Idwin. Gouged, gouged, gouged. Most of you are gouged. That one isn't, but I'd have to take some disengagement attacks to get to it, so.
You share strange. Hmm?
Those things aren't immune to lightning, at least.
Ah.
Pelagina's back. There we go.
That was about as useful as a bump on a pickle. What now? Lavaru be on seek.
Hey.
A question, Watcher? Taste blue. It does nothing. Hmm?
Ah. Death take you.
Oh, nice. Very annoying that those things are immune to lightning. That would go a lot smoother if they were not. Well enough. Alright, another exit. Old City Ruins, or the Skuldrick Nest, or whatever's over here. And then there's this as well. Let's do this.
Of course.
A cracked stone face rises from the pool. Lichens clog the hollows under its brows and nostrils, and a pale glow plays along the underside of its cheeks. Inspect the pool. As murky as it is, it's difficult to tell how deep it goes. You can barely see the statue's submerged shoulders. The rest is shrouded in darkness. Yet a smudge of light shines from the gloom. And you hear a faint musical sound from the depths. The melody ebbs and flows, rises and recedes. Scattered bones lie around the pool. They're clustered around the water's edge, and despite laying in the mud, they're perfectly white. Inspect the bones. The bones are all gleaming white and whole, without a single notch or crack. They're also warm to the touch. You feel a pulse running through them and quickly draw your hand back. Inspect the pool. As murky as it is, it's difficult to tell how deep it goes. You can barely see the statue's submerged shoulders. The rest is shrouded in darkness, yet a smudge of light shines from the gloom. And you hear a faint... Yeah, we already got that. There's no option to, like, smash the bones. I want to smash the bones. I guess dive toward the light. That'll be athletics, which is Shoti, I believe. 10... 3... Nothing. Yeah. Shoti it is. Shoti leaps into the pool and swims down. The water is surprisingly warm, with an oily texture and a brackish flavor. Yet as Shoti paddles deeper, the water grows colder. The light in the depths becomes brighter and sharper, and a strange melody murmurs through the water. As the mysterious source grows closer, muck clogs Shoti's eyes and a strong current pushes back. Despite the effort, Shoti fights through the current, sustained by a deep breath and strong lungs. Continue. Shoti reaches the source of the light and music, a glowing conch in the statue's open hand. Music flows from it, as rich and deep as a baritone. Shoti hovers above it, lungs screaming for air. Her constitution isn't high enough. Alright, take the conch and swim back up. At first, the conch is stuck in place. With a little effort, Shoti pries it from the statue's palm, and it comes free with a pop, and the radiance and music fade. Shoti pushes off from the statue and swims despite the pain swelling in her chest. Shoti kicks towards the dim glow of the surface. Shoti crawls out of the pool, heaving pained breaths after staying under for so long. Yikes. -5 accuracy, 10 to all defenses, and 15% max health. That's a pretty substantial injury. You hear rattling. The bones by the pool grind and snap together. Several skeletons rise from the mud.
Whoa.
Yeah, that is several. Can you hit up there? You can, alright. Start by blinding the sorcerer. Champion, warrior, brigand. Brigand mage, sorcerer, warrior.
Moeth Ixi Oneth.
What do you need?
That'll teach you.
Yes?
Okay. Death take you. Sacrifice!
Nice.
Yes.
Hey.
What now?
Nice.
Ah.
What do you need?
It does nothing.
What now?
That's a very good question. As so often is the case, I wish I could just use more Holy Radiance. Let's just do that.
Ixi honor.
Oh, that'll do. Wow.
I am ready.
Oh, I'm just gonna die of the gouging strike. Yeah, there it goes.
What do you need?
That'll teach you.
Yes. Yes? Very well.
Alright, easy peasy.
Happily.
Name about Shoti's injuries, though. We're definitely gonna have to deal with that before we do anything else.
Be cautious. Be constant.
Of course.
Uh-huh. What should we do? We could cook something. Friend's very positive is only +2 to a couple of stats. Light healer seed. Ooh, that's nice. Minus 15% damage taken, and the regen isn't terrible either, but don't have the resources to make much of it. Ooh. Well, this is something, if I had a shop nearby, I could totally see myself seeing if, buying as much spices as I can and just being like, okay, that'll just be the meal I make for everybody. A +1 to power level is just fantastic. Very nice and generically good. Not terrible. Mediocre. Not bad. No, I'll make one of those. Make one of those. Make two of those. Four. That should be enough. Minus the damage taken, yeah. Light and healing received. Edar can have... Nope. Yeah, not bad. Plus 4 might and 1 to all power levels is going to be pretty nice for this section. But I'm getting very tired. I woke up at 2 in the morning and could not get back to sleep, so decided to record a session, and B, nervous that the computer's going to crash and I'll lose 2 hours of recording. So I'm going to call an end to the session there. Thank you all for watching and/or listening, and I hope you will join me again when I get to session 12 next time.